Okay, so this is going to be a sketchbook tour from this sketchbook. Goes from the beginning of this year to March. So yeah, some of the art's going to be really old, but yeah. This is the first piece. It is Melanie Martinez. Personally, I don't like it anymore, but I mean, my art gets better throughout the book, so that's always good. Here I am still working around with like different faces and stuff. I like disjointed body parts and like characters that are cut in half. So I was try to experiment with that. Here I was working on just faces and that kind of stuff. Alright, here's Garnet. That's just some guy, I guess. Oh, this is a character I've actually had for quite a while. He's really just square. But, I like him. He's nice. I was joking around with some of my friends, and, I drew them. And assigned some really stupid traits to them and whatever. I'm in a graphic design class, and I enjoy doing graphic design stuff. It's what I do want to do with my life. So I was working on some, small little things. Death of a Bachelor recently came out, and I attached to one of the songs. And so I started working on, this. It says, "You can set yourself on fire." And he's fiery. Oh, this is a cute ghost girl. I still like her. She's really cute. Yeah. This is still kind of nice. I like the colors on her top still. And I could have done better on the flowers, but whatever. I realized I needed some work with mouths, so I did that. And then here's more work with that, that character that I started using for the whole "you can set yourself on fire" thing. Yeah, I like him still. I don't often draw boys in the same style that I draw girls. I need to work on that more. But yeah. I started working on characters who were specifically in bands. And, this was gonna be the drummer. Okay, these are pieces that I had on tiny pieces of watercolor paper that I just taped in. I'd messed up on her face, so I used a white marker to do that. It looks bad. Just don't talk about it. And then this was nice. It's the first time I really used a brush pen, so I tried it out. Ooh, I love when the pages stick. Okay. Alright, so, I like monster girls, so I was drawing some monster girls. And then, here I was trying out watercolor on this sketchbook. Don't do that. It ripples the paper and it looks bad. Here's something cute, actually. I'm still really happy with this. This is Garnet. I draw a lot of Garnet. I think she's really pretty. So there's that. And then on this page, yeah. My friend actually drew that, one right there. But, yeah. I'm still happy with her. She's still really cute. Oh, this is from quite a while ago, but I found it and I figured I wanted to tape it in somewhere. It says it was done in 2015, so yeah. Good old Metaton. I love him. Okay, this was a bigger piece that, I'd done, and, I really wanted to keep it somewhere safe, so I taped it in. I was messing around and drawing some of my friends, so, yeah. I really like, extra eyes and extra limbs and things that don't make sense, so there's that. Yeah. I kinda like her still. I could improve on her, but yeah. Okay. I saw this dress online. that had a really cute neckline like this, where it was made up of straps. Thought it was super cute, and I wanted to draw it. So I did modify the dress a little bit to look a bit different, but I still like this. So yeah, more garnet. I'm sorry. Okay, this was actually for a project, and I used my sketchbook as a notebook, which I know I shouldn't do, but ooh well. Alright, so these I had done with, basically a pen, and I didn't want to use color. I wanted to see if I could make good hair texture with, just the pen. I don't really think it was that successful, but I kind of like them. I accidentally used a water-based, ink when my watercolors themselves were not dry yet. You learn from your mistakes. This was one of the ones, just ink, that I was happy about, but yeah. This was a character I was designing. His name's Wallace, but everyone really calls him Salamander. He's really cute. I went to a local show, and I saw some people, you know, playing music. They look just regular dudes who just decided, sure, let's make a band. And I thought that was nice, so I started drawing some people who were there, and I thought, well, what if I were to draw some of my favorite characters in bands? So that's what happened. That's Sherlock, that's John, that's Lestrade. It's kind of stupid, but yeah. And then I drew Sherlock again. This one's cute. I still like this one. I like specifically her hair, how it's split in half. More work that I did with the Pentel Pocket brush pen. I like it. I tried to draw Salamander right there, but it didn't work out. I didn't like it. Yeah. I got some pearlescent ink, so I tried that out, and I don't know if you can... There you go. Yeah, the hair is really shiny and beautiful, and I personally love it. It's a Cyclops boy. That's cute. I'm cute. More work on the watercolor paper. Honestly got to the point where, I had to only watercolor when I was at home. I stopped coloring as much because of it. So I switched over to a sketchbook that is more, it's meant for water now. Garnet, and then there's amethyst, and there's pearl. So there's that. Here's Pearl, and behind her is a rose opening up. Amethyst, because I love drawing amethyst too. And there's Garnet. Okay, I wanted to draw Caitlin, my girlfriend, and I could not get the markers to work right. I could not get the right skin tone, and I kept getting upset with it. It was not working out. But, that, and I could not get her nose right, and, I just got disappointed with it, and I ended up giving up for now. But, there's some unfinished stuff. I wanted to use the pearlescent ink in something more than just hair, so I did. Okay, there is Salamander. I think I'm getting better with him. These are the first couple drafts I did for my D&D character. I was working around with what I wanted, and I ended up choosing neither of these designs, but I still do like how this one's face turned out. Here's some dragons. That right there was my first attempt at ever drawing a dragon, and then the next one got way better. These are Codals from Flight Rising, if you guys are on that. Here is another one. I wanted to try some watercolor to work around with it. These are the different breeds of dragons. Here's something with wash, I think. Watercolor that I taped in again. More dragons, more people. Okay, this was with gouache. I want to do like a brick texture thing. I was working on how the colors mixed. Here's some more dragons. Here's a girl. That's nice. I like the holes in her shirt. I tried to humanize someone's dragon, and personally, I do not like it. But whatever. Okay, this is my D&D character. The name has changed from Rise to Hyla. But I still really like her. I'm really happy with her still. I can't explain that to you. I wanted to see what I could do with like more hairs and working with boys more, but not good. This is like my first actual piece with gouache. I saw a tutorial of someone doing it, and it was more for practice sake, so I knew what I was working with. Here's some more stuff, because I mixed way too much blue paint for that whale. Here's some more of Tahila. Here we go. This is my friend's character. This is the first sketches that I did for them. Their name is Samora. Here's some work that I did on like a full body. They are a pirate. It's really cute. Here's some people. If I'm going too fast, feel free to just like pause the video. Here I was working with hair texture and using the Pentel brush pen to try out some different lines. There's an explanation for this one, actually. I said, I don't know how to draw hands, so I drew a whole bunch of hands in one picture. I still really like this one, I'm not gonna lie. Here I am working on hands and mouths and a single dragon. I drew Caitlin, and I drew her well, and I'm very happy. This is our friend Sage, Eyeliner McGee. This is some more work that I did in gouache. I wanted to see what all I could do with opacity and all of that type of stuff. This is, but it's Brendan Urie. I messed up on Sage. The marker bled a little right there because I tried to color too early because I'm impatient, and so I fixed the drawing. And I drew some ugly stuff, so I covered it up with a post-it note, and yeah, I was doing some figure pose sketching and all of that. That's always fun. It helps a lot. Looking at ballerinas actually does help me. I really like that. So there's that. I think they're beautiful. It's one of my friends had said, "Hey, let me teach you how to draw a hand," and did that. I was working around with different hand stuff. Okay, this is one of my characters. His name is Ravioli. He's cute. Here I did some more work with Ravioli and more Cyclops people. I do this thing where I do edit around my characters and stuff until I find something that I'm truly happy with. Here is him right now. And then his tongue is green, because I thought, why not? Here's more Ravioli. Here's a kid in my math class. I really liked what they were wearing, and I figured, hey, I go to school, there's people there. So I drew them. This is pretty much the final design thingy for Ravioli. And that's his older brother, Lasagna. Personally, I did not draw a whole lot of Lasagna, and I should have, but oops. There's more of that. So that's cool. Here we go. I'm working with more characters with floopy ears. I really like that. I think it's really cute. There's some more of Lasagna, which personally I feel like I should have done a lot more with, but, I mean, those sorts of things happen, you know, you start things, you don't finish them. And that's it. So, I do have another one, it's this one. I do not know when I'm going to be filming this, but, it'll be up at some point, probably.